Yo, what is up? It is your boy Asher back again with another video. Now today we're going to be talking about a pretty sensitive topic. Well, it's not really that sensitive, but it's talking about A$AP Rocky. Okay, so A$AP Rocky, as we all know, he was arrested and it was in Sweden, and these two men were following him, and A$AP Rocky was like, yo, leave me alone. I don't want any trouble. He literally said it in the video. And so it came down to the point where A$AP Rocky just started fighting these guys because, along with his bodyguards, because these guys were harassing them, they were not leaving them alone. And A$AP Rocky was like, yo, just stop, and it just got to a fight. And then A$AP Rocky was arrested. Now, we were waiting for the verdict, and the verdict shows that he was guilty. And, we have usually in these scenarios, for example, Meek Mill, we always have these scenarios where all these rappers or everyone's just supporting him, free Meek Mill, free A$AP Rocky. They have a whole movement for these guys, and they had a whole movement for him. It's still going on, but it didn't quite help because it helps in some sense. Even Donald Trump tried to help, and I'm not even gonna talk about that guy. That guy's on some other level. But even he tried to help, and I'm not sure if it helped necessarily for A$AP Rocky. But he was found guilty, yet he was not serving any time. He's not serving any time. Apparently his sentence is, I don't even know the word, but apparently his sentence is just done away with. He's not serving any time, which is strange, but he's guilty at the same time. So I'm like, what is going on here? So it's just weird. The whole Sweden thing's weird. All these people are boycotting Sweden. We got, A$AP Rocky's best friend, Tyler, the Creator. He's a great artist or whatever. But he is saying, yo, I'm not going back there. Lil Yachty is saying the same thing. All these other rappers are saying this because of what is going on with A$AP Rocky. But anyways, there's another topic I want to talk about today, and that is with Nicki Minaj and Joe Budden. So we know Joe Budden on, Everyday Struggle. We know him for his podcast. We also know him for his music career, which was all right. Me personally, I did not listen to his music like that. But we know the song Pump It Up, whatever. And, he was in a heated discussion with Nicki Minaj on Queen radio station. Yeah, the Queen. Yeah, that's what it's called. And, we know about this. We hear... I'm not sure if you guys heard about it on Breakfast Club and all these other radio outlets. But, Nicki Minaj was shooting this man down. He was saying, you're accusing me of taking drugs and I didn't take drugs. And you're just tearing down all these, black women and all this stuff. I'm like, man, she was just chewing him up. Literally, it was just horrible. And, wow, Joe Budden just looked defenseless in the whole thing. He couldn't really say anything because, some of the stuff he said, Nicki Minaj was actually right. That he said these things and it was kind of tearing down, certain things that she had. But anyways, also, I'm looking at it like this. Okay, Joe Budden, he has a platform. But Nicki Minaj, she's up here. Joe Budden is right there. So she's the way how she reacted, I think it was kind of extra, but then it goes back because it's weird, because then after that she's excited on going back on Joe Budden's podcast. Apparently she is on good terms with Joe Budden now, which is really strange because you were just tearing this guy's head off, and now all of a sudden you're okay, you're cool, I can work with you again or something like that. It's really weird. And it goes back to my other video I did months ago about Nicki Minaj and how weird she is. She did I remember when she was mad at Travis Scott because she was not number one or whatever with her album, and Travis Scott's album Asher Waite was beating her album. But anyways, yeah, there's a video there. I'll show it to you right now, the thumbnail of that video if you want to see it. But, going back to my statement, man, Nicki Minaj is bipolar. She is just, I don't know what is wrong with her. But anyways, she is kind of the queen of rap or whatever. She still has some credibility. But at the same time, we got a lot of other rappers like Megan Thee Stallion. We got Cardi B. All these rappers that, although they have just been in the game, they're making a big impact, and they are definitely challenging her right now. So what are your thoughts on that? What do you think? overall is going on with A$AP Rocky. What is your thoughts? Like, what do you think ultimately is a problem with Sweden? Because, I mean, honestly, I think A$AP Rocky should not be guilty. Yes, he is not serving any time or whatever, but I mean, it's still on his record, you know, and you don't want that on your record. And also with Nicki Minaj, what do you think is wrong with her? Because maybe her man is doing, I don't know what's going on with her. But let me know down in the comments down below. This is just a different style of video right now. I just want to see, test to see how this will work with you guys. And for all you guys who are watching right now, I really appreciate it, because once again, I'm just trying to reinvent myself with this YouTube thing, just so, I can stay relevant. I want to, like everybody else on YouTube, you want to be relevant. So anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.